The 5 things the mainstream media refuses to report to you about impeachment. Number 1, the Democrats are trying to lump President Trump together with the 3 other presidents in our nation's history who have faced impeachment: Johnson, Nixon, and Clinton. But actually, this is the first impeachment without a crime. This time around, the Democrats have no proof, no evidence of any crime or wrongdoing. And so the Democrats focus grouped which crime word the voters liked best. And then they accused the president of that. And then the Democrats moved the goalposts to a new crime accusation whenever people got tired of hearing about the old one. Number 2, the founding fathers warned about partisan impeachments just like this. In Federalist Paper number 65, Alexander Hamilton wrote about partisan politicos like Nancy Pelosi and Jerry Nadler and Adam Schiff. He wrote, "In many cases, impeachment will connect itself with the pre-existing factions and will enlist all their animosities, partialities, influence, and interest on one side or on the other. And in such cases, there will always be the greatest danger that the decision will be regulated more by the comparative strength of parties than by the real demonstrations of innocence or guilt." In fact, in 1998, Pelosi and Nadler and Biden themselves condemned partisan impeachment just like this. Number 3, Congresswoman AOC admitted that this impeachment is just because the Democrats don't want President Trump to win re-election in 2020. So they're impeaching him to try to damage his reputation in the eyes of the voters. That is the definition of partisan. Number 4, and this builds on the first reason, there is no proof of any crime or any wrongdoing that rises to the level of high crimes and misdemeanors. The allegations of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress revolve around the allegation of quid pro quo. But in the transcript of the phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky, there is no quid pro quo. And the so-called corroborating witnesses actually denied quid pro quo and had no firsthand knowledge of any crime. So the Democrats impeached President Trump based on a second-hand complaint without any proof from an anonymous whistleblower who wasn't even on the phone call himself. That brings us to number 5. The Democrats have now established a dangerous new precedent of guilty until proven innocent in our nation. If a second-hand complaint from an anonymous whistleblower who heard gossip around the water cooler at work can cause a duly elected president to be impeached, Democrats have sacrificed the presumption of innocence until proven guilty on the altar of radical leftist ideology. And who among us now can't be declared guilty by only a frivolous allegation and nothing more? Well, the mainstream media won't tell you those 5 facts about impeachment, so we will. And that is my final point.